So here we are today on a beautiful day in front of Lake Hopatcong. I'm with Mayor Francis of Hopatcong to talk about this community investment. And Mayor, something that I hear about here, and then I sit on the Science, Space, and Technology Committee as the Environment Subcommittee Chair, so I hear about it in Congress and nationwide, are PFOS. Can you tell us a little bit about this project and what you're doing to remediate our water?
Certainly. PFOS and PFAS are short abbreviations of a big long name, chemical name, and it's called a forever chemical. It's very similar to Teflon, if you will, so in the sense that it just doesn't go away. But what we've discovered is that our municipal water is over the acceptable limit by the DPA for the amount of PFAS and PFOS in our water. And one of the best, most effective methodology to clean up your water is activated carbon. So in back of me there will be two vessels with activated carbon. They're about maybe 10 feet high and 3 foot in diameter. And we're going to run our water through that, and hopefully it's going to be, the PFOS will be non-detectable. According to the engineering firms and to the people we bought it from. So it's very important to us, to our community, to have clean drinking water. So all the funding we have funding for the American Rescue Plan, we have funding from the STAG grant that Congresswoman Sherrill was fortunate enough to get for us, and also loans from the Department of Environmental Protection. And every penny of that is going to address the PFOS issue in our municipal well. And at the end of the day, hopefully it's effective, but this is just a start. This project has just begun. We don't know where we're going to get to when we start treating the water, and where we're going to get to when we start maintaining these filters. And the big question to me that I don't know the answer to yet is what they're going to cost when these filters are saturated. Now you have a concentrated amount of this forever chemical, and how do you dispose of it safely? So that's the next big issue. So, I'm asked about cost all the time. The cost of buying the unit is one issue. The cost of preparing for it and installing it is another issue. And then another issue is the maintenance. And then the last but not least is how do you dispose of the contaminated material that you're withdrawing from the water. So it's still an open book. We're still learning more every day, but our goal will not change. We're going to give our community clean and pure drinking water.
I think that's great, Mayor. And you really laid out the costs associated with doing that, because New Jersey has some of the oldest water infrastructure in the nation, which is why this bipartisan infrastructure bill that we just passed is so important to our clean drinking water, and why getting these congressionally directed funds is important, so we don't have to do this on the backs of your taxpayers.
And so anybody that knows, I do not support an increase in any taxes. We have not had it, and I don't want to sound political.
That's why we're such good friends. We don't like taxes.
I will not support an increase in municipal taxes. And the reason we work so hard with the grants, and bipartisan is key. We all have a problem, and when you see this partisanship nonsense, it's just a waste of time, and it's not in the best interest of all of our people. So we work bipartisan. That's what makes us successful. And I truly believe that that's the way we're going to solve not this issue, but most of our issues. And so we've done all of this without increasing the fees to the water users or our taxes. And we intend to keep doing that.
Thank you, Mayor.
So we're excited to bring along with us today the big check as well for this project. So
this is money that our Congresswoman worked so hard for our borough to get, and I had no idea that we were going to be successful with this. I didn't. It actually, I was speechless when she told me, and that's unusual for me. But it's true. I was just blown away. I sent Mikie a letter begging for help to do something, and all of a sudden she talked about this STAG grant. I had no clue, and we wound up getting this allocation from the Congressional and Senate subcommittees. And I'm very appreciative, and I can speak for our entire community on how much we appreciate this help.
Thank you.
And that's true.
Well, thank you.